Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Freestyle Gemini Center on Blackcomb Mountain. Today we have the Canadian Junior National Mogul events starting off with the men. Welcome to Freestyle. And then we'll be finishing off with the ladies after that. So, welcome to Blackcomb. It's a bit of a cloudy, overcast day we have going on here, but it's great conditions to keep those moguls nice and firm. Joining me today, I am Dan, by the way, and joining me today, I have my wonderful co-commentator, Mia. Welcome, Mia.
Thank you.
Mia has a wealth of experience in this wonderful sport, having competed in junior nationals herself, and just an all-around mogul skier. So, Mia,
Thank you for the introduction. Wow.
Tell us about this. What is it like to ski in these events?
Well, for most of them, it's their first competition traveling. I remember just trying to be qualified for this event. It was a big thing back home in Quebec. We have a lot of competition, a lot of good skiers.
So athletes are traveling all around Canada to come for this. And, we're really excited to have them here in Whistler. So yeah, we're just waiting for the forerunner to start. So the event should be getting going here in roughly about 5 to 10 minutes. I just want to quickly thank out our awesome sponsors of the event: Hilton Hotel Resort, Southside Lodge, Nestor's Market, Gibbons Whistler, McCoos Whistler, Mountain Kids Outfitters, Air House, 122 West, Dublin Gate Irish Pub, Head Sportswear, Sunbum, Beaver Wax, Thread, Toasties Supply, Forecast Ski Magazine, Toyo Tires, Freestyle Canada, and Blackfish Clothing. So thank you so much to those guys for making this event happen. We'll be right back with you in the next 2 to 3 minutes. Stand by. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. So whether you are standing out front of the Gemini Freestyle Center itself or joining us live from anywhere around the world on YouTube, we want to thank you for joining us here today. Any event like this is a great chance to showcase the ability and how insane these athletes are and give them the stage that they really, really deserve.
Well said.
Yeah, so we are just waiting on a couple forerunners right now, and we'll really get this event started. So, again, Mia, tell us some of the things that, the benefits of these events, what it means to these young athletes traveling around the world. What is the gateway? Where can they go after this event?
Where can they go? I mean, some of them are even doing the seniors, so some of them are already stepping up. There's a lot of young athletes, mainly clubs, and then and then yeah, it's the last competition also of the season for most of them, and I just remember making like my first friends outside of the province here. I mean not here, but the events, and it's just so fun.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a bigger stage too. Like if you're just competing in your province and then you get to do like a national thing, like it's really cool. It's really cool to see, and it's a fun event.
So would this be a big gateway for sort of any athlete to make their way onto a national team?
I mean, there's some steps before that. Mainly those kids are on provincial teams.
Yep.
Some of them have been doing NORAMs, so that's really good. Canada Cup. It's more of an age thing too. Like after that, like it's still juniors.
Yeah.
So but the athletes are pretty good. I think mostly NORAMs after that and Canada Cup.
Nice. So the age categories that we will be covering today, as Mia just mentioned, this is juniors. So we do have U14s, U16s, and then U18s. As I previously mentioned, we will be starting off with the male events this morning, runs 1 and then runs 2.
And
Followed.
Sorry, it's just pitching in here. It's the best of the two. That's the format.
Format. Say
Yeah.
it. You get what? So you get 2 runs, and then it's the best scoring run of those 2 that scores.
Yeah.
And what are the judges looking for, Mia? So how are they looking to score this?
So Moguls is divided in 3. 20% is your score for speed, 20% on jumps, and 60% is technique. So we are looking for a good ski. That's majorly like.
Yeah. So obviously we're looking for good skiing. Speed is a factor.
Speed is a factor, and it's very impressive, but it's still 60% of your score is based on your skiing. And as you can see, there are some gates. So those gates are to help the judges determine like section down the course, and then remove points give some deductions if something happened. And they really help the judges to break down that course, because it can be quite long if you don't have any.
Yeah, I can imagine. It's a good job I've got Mia here joining me today in the commentary booth, as Moguls is definitely not my specialty, so she will be bringing you all the insights.
I'll try my best.
Throughout the day, we will be having some interviews brought to you with some national team athletes, some former national team athletes, some athletes on the current circuit, so look forward to all of them. They will be happening throughout the day, so please do not go anywhere. Anywhere. Don't go anywhere. We're just in a bit of a wait right here, waiting for these forerunners. So the forerunners are just, ex-athletes, ex-coaches, someone that can go down and give us a bit of a show, make sure the course is nice and safe.
Or they're too young to compete, and they weren't given a spot, and the forerun is a really, really great way to still be part of that event, even though you didn't qualify.
Yep. That sounds great.
Yeah.
So yeah, as you can see here in the camera, we've just got people on course right now, making sure that all the standards are kept. These Mogul courses don't build themselves. Hundreds of hours of volunteers have gone into this. So just from Freestyle Whistler ourselves, we would really like to thank all of the parents, all of the coaches, all of the volunteers, anyone that has got a hand on any tool throughout this week. We really, really appreciate it. This event would not happen without you. So thank you. Thank you so much. So these teams and these athletes, Mia, they travel around Canada, the North America, some of them around the world together.
Yeah.
What does that build, sort of camaraderie-wise? How does that do?
It's a strange feeling. Like, I remember my teammates. You spend so much time with them. They kind of just become like. I know it's super cliche to say, but it is like family. You live with them. You cook food with them. Like, you train with them. And you have the same lifestyle and that pace. Like, it's very hard to explain to somebody else what you do when you're away. People think, oh, you're traveling, you're on vacation, but it's actually work and dedication. Not everybody understands that. So to share those moments, the high, the lows, the understanding, it builds like a very, very special and strong bond, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, absolutely. From my slopestyle coaching experience, you get to witness that firsthand. But obviously, with the mogul side of things, it's a much more sort of tight knit community.
Yeah.
So
And
you're seeing the same people every
totally. And traveling too. Like that when you do that first traveling with your team, you can also see how like everybody acts. It's nice. No, but it really is a special thing, and we need to take care of it. Take care of our relationships.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have roughly about 100 riders in each category today, roughly, give or take. There will be some scratches. So it's a pretty packed field. Again, all of these athletes have had to qualify to get to these events. So all season long, they have been trying to reach their goal of hitting the qualification points. Again, we're just waiting on standby on... Okay, we have just heard some confirmation from the organizer that the course is being cleared, so we can expect the forerunners of this event at any moment now. Yeah, and if we can get to the top of the course there, please, that would be absolutely great. Okay, then. If you're just joining us, if you're just swinging on by, if you're on the gondola, if you're skiing around, this is the Canadian Junior National Mogul Championships presented by Freestyle Whistler, hosted at the Freestyle Gemini Center on Blackcomb Mountain, and we are so happy to have you here with us today. Okay then, coming in soon, we will have the forerunners. Do you know who the forerunners are, Mia?
No, I'm trying to listen.
Yeah, what a wonderful surprise it will be for us all.
Bips 69.
Bib
I actually
69
know.
on the forum.
But I know this guy. He's from my hometown.
Nice.
Emile Lapointe.
Wait. Mia will be providing commentary in French and English today, just to make sure, everything's covered.
Emile, who came in third yesterday at the aerials event.
The aerials, yeah. So yesterday we did have the National Aerial Championships happen on Blackcomb Mountain. Unfortunately, we weren't able to bring you live coverage of that, but it was a great event. It's wonderful to see these events happening. It's been a couple years since we've had a Freestyle Canada event here on Whistler Blackcomb, so it's wonderful to have them back. We're just having a little course hold here while we just get everything ready here, making sure everything is spick and span for all athletes, making sure all rules and regulations are followed. Again, so much organization goes into these events. You don't get to witness it from, either turning up as a spectator or viewing at home. But it's been a mammoth effort from everyone involved. So again,
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, then it's looking like the course is getting its final touches. I feel like we're almost ready to get these forerunners down and really get this event kicked off.
It's good, though. We want to make sure the athletes are safe. It is considered an extreme sport, after all.
Yeah, absolutely. Falls and injuries are part of this sport, but we do everything we can to minimize those risks as best as we can.
And Emile is on course.
Almost.
Almost.
now I believe we should almost be on course. Some communication issues here with the starter, but we're getting it all figured out.
It is the morning after all.
It is very early. If anyone is near the Gemini Freestyle Center and can provide coffee, that would be great. Okay, and rider on course.
Now.
On the looker's right-hand side, skier's left. Big spread eagle off the top. Holding a nice rhythm there. Almost getting a little unstuck. You can see a bit of separation there in the knees, but keeping his rhythm nice and forward.
Twister spread. Good save there, buddy.
Nice, and making it through all the way through to the corral. That was great. Should we have a look at that twister spread?
Yeah.
So as we can see here, making his way through the bumps, gets to the jump. Getting that shifty twister all the way across. Can you definitely get a bit more extension there? What do you think, Mia?
I'm not going to be too picky. He's a forerunner.
But there we go. It's nice to see that the course is running nice and smoothly. Again, if you are at the Gemini, excuse the commentary, but we do have some slow motion replays on YouTube, so feel free to hop on there and check out some slow motion replay action happening. Okay, then, and the next forerunner. And on course, we've got bib number 108. Giving us a nice backflip off top air. Absolutely flying through the course.
Nice.
Nice. We can see that coming through the Moguls, how close his knees are together there. And a nice backflip iron cross there. And coming in with a time of 24.805. So the course is skiing quick today. Okay, then I believe that is all the forerunners through, and it's now time to get on with runs 1 of 2.
So our first guy of the day, bib 21, Owen Sklepowicz. He is from Calgary, and he loves to ski at Revelstoke. And a big shout out to sponsor Mom.
Everyone's sponsor is Mum, and let's just shout out all the Mum sponsors right now.
And dads.
Yeah,
And dads.
Mum and Dad sponsorships is key to events like this, and we all thank you so much.
Oh, yeah.
Favorite holiday spots, Hawaii. His dream car is a BMW M8 GTE.
That's a lot of letters.
I don't know what that is. Okay, then. And we're on course. First rider is away. Nice big spread eagle off the top there. It's a nice rhythm he's got going there, Mia. What do we think about his technical skiing?
I mean, he's keeping his legs together. He's having a... Ooh.
Oh, that's a heavy one there. Let's hope he's okay.
He looks okay.
Can we get a thumbs up? Make sure we're all okay there? Yeah, we're back on our feet. We're all good. Anyway, let's just go take a look at that top air again. As we can see here, nice big extension, arms all the way out, legs all the way out, stomps that landing, and then just gets straight back into his rhythm. That's a really nice top air section there.
Yeah, it's kind of important how you do your ski out for Moguls. Judges are looking at how you get back into those bumps. So we want to do a minimal check. If no check would be preferable, but we really want to limit that big break before those bumps.
Absolutely. Okay then. And then we've got
Callum Kunkel next from Calabogie, bib 94.
And on course we have Callum.
Twist or spread. Oh, he's holding it together.
Almost getting a little unstuck there, but definitely keeping his rhythm. Okay, coming up to the bottom air.
Tug jump.
Mad extension on that. Great big pop.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think I saw him yesterday too at the aerials event.
Dual competitor and making it down. Down with a time of 33.32.
Next up, we have a guy from Le Relais, my hometown. Or my home mountain, if we can call it a mountain. Thomas Goulet. Avec le dossard 64. Bib 64.
So as I'm looking at the jumps here, Mia, I'm seeing some sort of looks like debris, some black spots. What's that in the landing there?
Those are some tree branches because as we can see, it's a little bit it's overcast, is how you say in English?
Yeah.
So the visibility can be a problem, and that's to help the competitors see the landing, really properly spot the landing, and make the difference between the sky and the landing, basically.
Yeah. It's a very flat light day we have here.
And Thomas est en piste. Oh, that is not Thomas. That is Eric Newman. Oh,
Oh, just getting a little unstuck there.
he's getting back up. We love to see it. Never give up.
Picking up some speed there. Oh, and just bailing out.
Good decision.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good decision.
Yeah, he was coming in a little too quick there. Hey, but this is the beauty of the best running score counts.
Yeah,
He has
true.
another chance.
You're absolutely right. Next up, we have Xavier Labrie de Saint-Sauveur en piste. Ooh, back truck driver.
Just about holding it together there.
That's good. Making some nice turns.
Absolutely flying through that middle section of the course there. Coming up to the bottom air, what do we have?
Massive back cross.
Hose and stomps that landing, flying across the line. Let's go take a look at that top air again. So coming in with a time of 27.03 as we just take a re-look at this top air here. Oh, we have really nice sort of backflip truck driver there. Sorry, the replay went through a bit quick. Let's try it again. As we can see here, the athletes coming in. We don't really get a good view of the start of the course here, a bit unfortunately. That's just showing you how steep that course is. So as we can see here, coming up to the jump, we'll watch his hips extend forward. Eyes stay forward. Absolutely solid grab there. Okay then, let's go back live.
We have Hudson Wands on the run.
A big spread, looking a little untidy there. But he's definitely got it all back together for these bumps. He is looking nice and in control here. Ooh, almost getting a bit unstuck again there. Holds it to his feet.
Twister, twister.
The first double of the day. Oh, bounding his way across the end there. He makes it.
You know, it's a difficult thing for most people to do the finish. Those last bumps are not
not
always
at all.
easy.
Coming in with all the speed you have from that bottom air as well.
Yeah, but the judges really want to see those turns.
Yeah, absolutely.
You lose a lot of points, and I can speak coming from experience. You lose tremendous points when you skip those last bumps.
Okay, bib number 61, coming from Freestyle Whistler. It's our favorite James on course.
Yeah.
Twister spread, James. Nice. He is nice and in control in this middle section, really making sure he has that edge contact all the way through the turn here. Coming into the bottom air. Twister, twister again.
Ski those bumps.
Ooh, crossing the line. A little boundy at the end there again, but makes it safely across the line. Good job, James. Coming in with a time of 38.87.
Next up, from l'équipe du Québec, Bradley Kohler, qui nous vient du Lac-Beauport. Et sa place préférée à skier est le relais. His favorite song to sing to is Immigrant Song, Led Zeppelin. Wow.
Nice. Yeah.
Big shout out to Robco, which is also Dad. Mountain Culture Ski Shop, Destructor Ski Shop.
Okay, and Bradley is on course. 360. Oh, and going down a bit heavy there. Losing a shoe in the landing. That is unfortunate to see. Hopefully we're all good. He's back on his feet. He's moving around. We seem to be all okay. Just take a look at that and see if we can see what happened there during that 360. Come up. We can just see his eyes there. They are forward, but they are looking a bit down. His shoulder sort of drops. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but it's glad to see that he is all okay after that crash.
Sorry, we just
Trying to figure out which athlete that is exactly. It might not be Brad, unfortunately. We're just trying to see a bib number from our position here.
that is not Bradley Kohler. That is Fergus Buchan from Calgary. So sorry, Fergus.
Okay, and on course now we have Joshua Guild.
From Silver Star. With a 360.
Great landing there. Now into the bump section. The riders seem to be favouring the lookers' left-hand side of the course this meet. Are they forced to take this line?
No, absolutely not. Skiers are totally free to choose the line they prefer. So during the practice days.
Nice backflip tuck there.
Nice.
Skiing the bumps. Coming through.
Yeah, you kind of test the lines during practice, and it can change. You can like show up one day and you see a line and it's better, and then just have to make a move and adapt.
There we can see Joshua absolutely stomping that 360. A bit of a speed check there to get into the next jumps, but nothing wrong with that at all.
in the gate right now, we have Mason Solomon from Proline.
Backflip tuck on the top air.
Yeah.
Looking nice and tidy coming through this middle section here. Knees are glued together the whole time. It's great to see. Cork 7.
Ah.
Just
Went a little bit too much.
just bouncing out of the landing a bit there. But hey, we've got another run. Let's take a look at that backflip tuck from the top air, shall we?
That was a great back duck.
Yeah, absolutely it was. So as we can see here, the athlete comes up, eyes stay forward.
Tuck out, arms forward.
Yeah.
We really want to make sure to have those arms forward, ready to attack those first bumps. Super important. We have Thomas Goulet.
Huge backflip tuck.
Wow.
Holding it together, absolutely flying through the bumps.
Yeah. Oops.
Hold it, hold it. Oh, just getting a little unstuck there. That is unfortunate.
So, as we can see, those gates that we have, the red ones and the blue ones, if a skier goes around them, that's a DNF, did not finish.
Yeah.
So,
Runner's not scored, right?
yeah, exactly. The judges basically just stop scoring.
As we can see here, look at how huge that backflip truck is, though. It absolutely stomps it, gets straight back to his feet. And we're live.
On course, we have Bradley Kohler.
Big cork 7 off the top air.
Yeah, skiing so good right now. I think he's taking it easy.
Oh, cork 10. So when we say cork 10, we mean he is doing 3 full rotations and dipping below the horizontal axis. That was great to see. Let's take a look at that top air, shall we?
Yeah. Time of 25.3.
There he is, popping up. As we can see there, there's one rotation. Oh, just drops out of camera a little bit and then finishes us off the second rotation. Again,
Went too big.
went too big, dropping out of camera. Keeping those hands forward, like Mia said, though, so we can get straight back into those bumps is great to see. Okay, now straight back up to the top of the course.
Next up, we have Gauthier Renault from Le Relais.
Backflip cross on the top air.
Also, for those that are not super or no knowledgeable, no, I can't say that. Don't really know why we have those patches on the knees. It's for the judges to see the knees coming up. That absorption is super, super important. And so all the mogul skiers will generally have patches on their knees. And also to see if the legs are together.
Oh, and that was the run from before, so unfortunately we don't have the replay from the last one.
We have Jonathan Gollum on course from Ottawa, Ontario.
Backflip truck. Big spray of snow there to get back into the bumps. Another good back cross. Almost losing it, but pulling those legs back together.
Oh, yeah.
Crossing the line. Oh, yeah, he's claiming it. It's great to see. Let's go look at that top air, shall we? $29.45 there. As we go back to this this backflip truck driver, we're just going to do a little freeze frame here because the extension that he gets here is unbelievable. Look at that, and then we're just going to pause it right there. What a position to be in. Maybe
That's a solid back.
Solid back truck driver there.
So we have on course right now Corbin Gulovich from Jasper. 360.
360. Jasper is a beautiful town.
His dream car is a bicycle.
No way.
Yeah.
Got a big biker here. I mean, bicycles are more expensive than cars anyway. Backflip cross on the bottom jump.
Those last bumps
Those
still.
last bumps.
Hard to ski today. But totally understand. Been there.
As we can see here, just coming out of that 360. A little loose, but quickly gets straight back onto edge and gets straight back into those bumps. That is great to see there.
And up next, we should be seeing Max Ederle from Jasper. His favorite place to ski is Marmot Basin. Basin.
Great though.
Shout out to his dad for the sponsorship.
Again, thank you all parents for sponsorship. Okay, on course.
Nice.
Big backflip off top there. Going straight into the bumps.
Some nice extension from Max.
Nice,
Wow.
nice mute grab getting in the backflip there. That was great to see. And sliding across the finish line. What a great shot from my camera guy up top there. Love to see that. Let's look at that top air backflip, shall we? Going absolutely massive, going huge. As Mia's already alluded to, the hands are out. Very little check there, if any at all, which is beautiful and straight into the bumps. Knees together.
Next up, Adam Holub from Proline. And he's on course. Back full. First back full we've saw today, I think.
Absolutely, it is. So, Mia, what's the difference between a back full and a cork 7 for people watching at home? Because they look quite similar.
Yeah, so a back full, your head is completely underneath you, so it goes under. It's a backflip and a 360 in it, whereas a cork, the head never, or is not really supposed to go.
It just dips.
Yeah, and that would be a D-spin if we really go
Yeah.
into the technical.
And across the line, that was a great run there from Bib 24.
Yeah.
28.16 is the final time there. As we go back and look at this top air section here. Coming into the jump. So here we can really see that head under the rotation, the full 360 around, and brings it back to his feet.
And on course, Edouard Saint-André du Mont Harford. Il est en piste. Oh!
360 mute.
I love to see 360 with a grab, especially in moguls. We don't really see them.
Absolutely. So with a normal 360 and 360 mute, Mia, would the judges be rewarding higher for that mute grab?
Yeah, so it's not so that they would reward. It's more the coefficient would be a little bit higher. When you add a grab, just add a little bit of degree of difficulty there. So so in that sense, yeah, you want to do grabs, and they look cool.
29.66 coming across the line there. As we just go back up to the top air so we can really have a look at that grab. As we can see here, comes round. Just going to freeze frame it there. Look at that. Pure connection. That is great to see.
And on course, we have Simon Gill from Silver Star with a back grab. I feel like I saw this last name before.
Coming through the course there. Hopefully you can all hear us now outside at Gemini. Sorry if we had any audio issues with the speakers there. Nice backflip cross coming and then flying across the line there.
Oh, my bad. That was Labala Johns.
29.01 is his time. As we can see, he gets the mute grab in there as well. That is great to see.
On course, we have Longstreet from Apex.
Nice, huge cork 7 off the top air and absolutely flying through the course here. Holding it together, getting his speed back under his feet. And another huge cork 7. Skiing those bumps at the end and across the line. Let's go look at that top air. Coming across the line with a time of 24.61, as we can see that cork there, getting those 2 full rotations around. You can see the difference if we just restart that here, if we have some time. With the back full, the head was fully upside down, whereas with the cork 7 here, if we're just going to pause it there, we can see the head is not quite fully upside down right
Yeah,
here.
it's a tricky angle right now on the stream to see, but no, it's not supposed to. Up next, Alec Johnson, bit 43 from Panorama, and he is on course.
Backflip mute on the top, made famous by the legendary JP O'Clair. May he rest in peace.
Alec putting down a solid run.
Skiing those bumps at the end and flying through. He should be very happy with that.
With a time of 25.82. Yeah, you have to be careful before that bottom air. You can get a lot of speed, and when you get out of control, you have a tendency to go backseat, and that can just send the ski flying, and that we don't want. On course, we have Owen Cooper.
Nice cork 7 off the top air. Wonderful control to get straight back into those bumps.
He's
ripping through this course. Holy. Coming up to the bottom air, what have we got?
Cork grab.
Almost missing the landing going that deep. Skiing those bumps. That
Good
is a
job.
great run there.
Sponsor, mom and dad.
25.05 with the time there as we go back and look at that top air here. Going absolutely huge. Nice big cross there with the ski showing some control. But also just landing and going straight into those bumps. Absolutely no break in between. It is great.
Next up, we have Adam Gokert on course from Edmonton.
Backflip off the top air. Oh!
Those first bumps can be quite tricky. If we don't have the proper balance when we land, it can be hard to take.
Absolutely. The camera really does not do justice to how steep this course is or how big these bumps are. Having not skied it myself, but skied down the side of it, I can tell you it is steep. Going down again just before the last jump. We can see the athlete, though, was still good. He's staying between the gates, so this means he's still going to get a score, right?
Exactly. It's not going to be a high one, but it's still going to be a score.
Any score is better than no score, in our opinion.
Yeah, well said.
Okay, let's just go back to that top air so we can see what happened. As we can see here, just a bit of
Yeah, what we say in Moguls, fell on his inside ski.
found his inside skiing. I'm learning something new every day. It's great. Thank God Mia is here to teach me something about moguls, as well as all of you watching at home.
Trying. Bib 22, drink water. Yeah, you should drink water. And he is on course. 360. Nice and control there.
That is some wonderful skiing. I'm not sure I've seen any gap between his knees at all through that middle section. Coming up to the bottom air, backflip cross.
Nice.
A little backseat on the landing, but he strength to hold it together. Skis through those last bumps, flies through the line. What a run that is.
We're talking a lot about the legs being together, but it's also really important to look at the upper body. You want an upper body that is stable, that it's not moving, arms that are not flying. So it's also another thing to look for in a good ski. Bib 93, Dylan Jarvis from Calabogie. He's on course.
Backflip truck. Oh, and taking a big one. Hopefully we are all okay there. Let's have a big old zoom out there on the camera. We can see the athlete is up and moving. That is great to see.
Trying to get the ski out.
Yeah.
Oh, not too sure that was.
Yeah, we're all good to go back in up top there with the camera. Yeah, as we alluded to at the start of the competition here, this is an extreme sport. There is risk involved. We do everything we can to minimize the risk involved, but accidents can happen, right?
Yeah, and with adrenaline, sometimes we don't realize it, but we go higher, we push harder because we have all this adrenaline. Getting his stuff back together.
Yeah, and we'll just follow that rider through to the end of the run there on the camera. Thanks, man.
And he is back on his feet. Or on his skis.
So as we finish this run here, I'd just like to thank you all again for joining us, either in person or on YouTube. This is the first time that we are live streaming from the Gemini Freestyle Center on Blackcomb. We are on mid-mountain here, dealing with all the elements and everything that goes along with it. So yeah, thank you so much for putting up with us.
Bib 91, Darren McManus from Ontario. He's on course. A nice cork.
Nice cork off the top air there. A little bit untidy almost at the bottom there, but still staying on his feet. Going absolutely massive on the backflip cross there. What a run that is.
Yeah. See, he's going to lose some points, but his base score is not going to change. That's how it's judged. So you have your base score, and then when some little incidents, some bubbles happen, you lose a little bit of points, but a good skier should technically is rewarded.
Beautiful. Yep, so we had that nice big cork off the top there. Unfortunately, we don't have the replay of that right now.
Next up, we have Hayden Matthews from Central Alberta. He's on course. His favorite song to sing to is Men's Not Hot.
Man's not hot, never hot. Unfortunately, that backflip was also not the hottest coming in there. Getting a little unstuck. But some lovely rhythm. There is the redemption on the backflip. Again, we have 2 runs. This is the first of run. It's the best scoring run. It counts. So as we can see here, some of that mogul skiing. a little loose there, a bit of separation in the knees. The upper body is doing a bit too motion there. What do you think, Mia?
Yeah. The pole planting, like we can see the timing. I'm getting maybe too technical for this live stream, but it's really important to have the good timing so your pole plants after the bump and not before the bump, so the arms don't go flying everywhere. I talk with my hands. You guys can't see, but I talk with my hands. Bib 78, Christopher Daigle du relais on course.
Nice cork 7 on the top and getting straight back into his rhythm there.
It looks like there's a bump that's being quite challenging for those skiers right. So lookers left. He managed it.
Getting the grab, the tail grab there on that cork 7 as well by the looks of it.
And skiing those last bumps, le relais, on est fiers.
Beautiful run.
On est fiers.
As we can see there, just the end of the cork. Yeah, there would be that bump that
yeah.
having trouble with there, Mia. Yeah, as we can see.
Or that section. I don't know if there's a bump. I haven't checked, but seems like a challenging part for most of skiers, right?
Either way, the athlete left line in the cork just gets straight into his rhythm. No problems with it.
Yeah. Le relais.
These athletes that are competing here, even though this is juniors, they are at the peak. They are at the pinnacle of where they can get to. These are athletes that will be going on to bigger and better things in mogul skiing.
Yeah. On course, we have Garrett Sterling from Bernie, I think.
360 off the top there. Wonderfully in control here, making his way down, coming into the bottom air. Great backflip.
Trying to ski those last bumps.
There we go. Nice big 360 there off the top. In control the whole way through.
Next up in the gate, we have Triggs Markle from Panorama. Triggs is on course. That grab. Fortunately, can't quite make the ski out.
Yeah, the landing wasn't quite as stumped as he would have liked there, but still on the course. Still on his feet.
Yeah.
And flying through this middle section. Almost coming unstuck again there on the backflip. Some things to work on.
I'm sure he's going to adjust and have an awesome second run.
Absolutely. The beauty of this event is every rider gets another chance. As we can see there, backflip goes for that grab, not quite getting it, and just a little off balance on the landing. But again, showing great strength and control to be able to just keep his body from hitting the ground and stay on his skis there.
The muscles you get from this sport is insane. On course, Antoine Hamel du Mont-Gab.
Great cork 7 off the top there and absolutely destroying this middle section of bumps. Like it's nothing. Coming up to the bottom air. Huge backflip cross there.
That was massive.
He actually missed the landing there and flies across the line.
But he's smiling.
We are all smiling after that. What a run that was.
Yeah, I think that's our fastest.
24.56, I believe, was the time we got. That is the fastest I think we've had today. And there is that huge cork off the top. Landing gear goes down.
A little bit of a, how do you say that? When you move.
A bit of a side.
Yeah, when you shift.
Yeah.
It's important to have a great in run so you can land in front of those bumps and not go around or sideways because you will lose points. On course, we have Jackson Kendall.
Nice backflip truck off the top air there. Again, these past few competitors have showed great rhythm and great technique coming through this middle section of bumps here.
Nice!
Oh! Was that
I love this jump.
Cork 7 truck, was that?
Yep.
What a great run there. Let's go look at that top air.
I think we should look at the last one.
It's just top air, unfortunately, for the moment. But yeah, great backflip truck off that. And then straight back into those bumps. Looking nice and calm.
Yeah. Our next competitor, de Montréal, Albert Turcotte. Really absorbing. Those bumps are getting big. The snow is so soft.
Nice backflip at the end. Yeah, we've had some interesting conditions in the past couple of weeks here in Whistler. We've had meters and meters of snow. We've had 20-degree weather. It's been not the most conducive to building a nice course, but it's here. It's working. It's great to see. It's taking us back to that top air there. Yeah, gets the grab. A little bit of a check. There might be a bit of a bump there, but absorbs it, gets straight back onto the course. It's great to see.
Next up, from Le Relais, Alexis Turgeon. His favorite place to ski is Caledon. His favorite song is Lies, Lies, Lies. And big shout out to Canac Marquis, his sponsor. Oh, his dream car is an old pickup.
That is everyone's dream car.
He's on course. Nice.
Cork 7 truck off the top. Oh, beautiful landing. Great middle section of moguls there coming into the bottom air.
Wow, that was a landing.
What a run we've had there from bib number 63.
We really want to, when we land, have our legs together, and I think that's what Alexi just did. Not I think, he just did that.
We'll have a look here. So going back up to that top air for that Cork 7 truck. Great body shape to be in there, that upside down aeroplane. Just a tickle on the grab, but the hands get there. And as you can see, legs together on landing, straight into that next turn.
Our next competitor, Simon Philippon Fugère du Mont-Saint-Anne. He's on course.
Huge Cork 7 off the top air, and absolutely no foot on the brake here. He is all gas. Cork 10 off the bottom.
And that,
oh,
ladies
wow.
and gentlemen, was a mogul ride.
That was a run.
And he's happy. He's all smiling. We're all smiling. That was a treat to see.
Coming down in 22 seconds. Unfortunately, we don't have the replay on that top air, but that Cork 7 into that Cork 10 was beautiful.
You said 22? That is 2 seconds.
It's 22 seconds, I believe. That was what I heard from the timer. Yeah. That's fast.
That is fast.
That was quick. But you can see that, watching from the footage there, his control going through that middle section, the landing of everything was absolutely great.
Bib 47, Quinn Unger on course.
Coming from Alberta. Cork 7 off the top. Oh! He is being aggressive with his line choice and skiing here. Coming into the bottom air. Laying out, backflip cross.
Nice run, Quinn. Shout out to Black Dog Cycle and Ski and Mom and Dad. Another 22-second run. The guys are stepping it up. Also, this is another category. We have switched up to M18, so the level you will see will most likely be higher than the first few runs as they're a little bit older.
A little bit older, a little bigger. Muscle development really helps with this kind of sport.
Oh, yeah.
But then you get too old like me, and yeah,
and it's not fun
it's
anymore.
not gonna work.
Our next competitor, Bib 8, Olivier Blais du Mont-Saint-Anne. Il est en piste. Olivier qui vient de Lévis.
360 on the top air.
Ski's getting a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Great decision there to slam the brakes on. He was a little bit all over the shop there. But he gets it all back together for that. That was absolutely beautiful.
Skiing to Nickelback.
As we can see here, just like coming through the middle section of the bumps.
He wants to give a shout out to Maël Lamontagne.
Almost losing it there through the bumps, as we can see, making the safe decision to bail out.
When you get on that back section of your ski backseat, it's really hard to get back to that control and make those turns that you have to in order to stay in line.
Absolutely.
Maybe they make it look easy, but I can guarantee you skiing this is not easy. Next up, we have Maxime Duval on course.
360, straight into the turns.
Maxime, une légende qui aime chanter la chanson I'm Just Ken. And shout out to Brawl Stars.
That was a tidy looking run there coming in from bib number 9. His favorite holiday spot. On the Titanic, apparently. I'm not sure he was there.
I'm not sure he was there either.
But what we were sure is that beautiful 360 on top air, as we've just seen again on the slow-mo. Legs a bit apart on landing, a bit of a fold, but quickly gets it back together.
Yeah, just a little bit too much spin. I'm sure he'll adapt. Like I said, that adrenaline can get you and push you, make you push harder.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it's
on course. We have Noam Breton du Mont-Saint-Anne.
Nice cork 7 off the top air. Backflip cross on the last air there as well, making those turns through the final bumps.
Nice. Still skiing to Nickelback.
Oh, and this was the previous run as well. As we can just go back and look at this middle mogul section here there. Coming a little bit separate there, but again, it's much better than I could ever dream of doing.
Well, the judges are looking for...
yeah, remind us what the judges are looking for again, Mia.
Well, the form, it needs to be constant. So you don't want to have like something that will be outside of that same form.
Yeah.
On course, we have Van Cham from Apex.
Backflip cross, just holds it together in the course there. Whoa, and then, yeah, bouncing out, unfortunately, as Mia alluded to. As soon as you get on the backs of your seats there, the skis, it becomes quite hard to get back up, correct?
Yeah, and also the weight shifting. He made it around. You have to put your weight on your outside ski or else you can fall in on your inside ski and then fall, most likely.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, with a time of 29.80 there, there's definitely some room for improvement on that second run.
On course, we have Samuel Lemay de Belle Neige.
Nice big cork 7 off the top air there.
Not breaking his form.
Keeping all his speed and momentum.
Massive back cross. Skiing those last bumps. That was a solid run. Bravo, Samuel.
As we just look at that middle bump section there. Oh, yeah. That's great. So we're almost through run 1 of 2 here.
Our next competitor from Ontario, Jacob Boyeli. He's on course. Back truck driver. Trying to tackle those. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, Mia, would that have been caused from his landing of the jump there?
Well, I think so, yeah. I think it was a little bit too backseat, and it was just too hard to get back on the tip of his ski and get that control and really fight to get through those bumps. When you land, you get all this speed, and it can be quite hard to manage it.
That was a beautiful redemption, though, on the bottom air there. Great job. So with a time of 28.31, like we said, there's definitely some room for improvement. The beauty of the sport is he will have another chance. As we just go back and look at that top air there. As we can see, gets the grab, which is great. But as he lands, yeah, just a bit of a bobble there. Makes it hard to get right back on top of his skis.
Yeah. It didn't look like he was backseat or anything. I think it was just or how you take that first bump can put you backseat.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Evan Rudnicki, who competed yesterday too, from Fortune. And Evan is on course.
Backflip truck again off the top air. So again, for those audience that might not have been here for this from the start, Mia, is there a difference between the left side and right side of the course?
I'm sure there is, but it's up to the skier to decide what run he wants, or for the men, they want to do. And there's 4 lines, and it's totally up for them. Where it's going to be important to look for tomorrow for duels, they have to change. They have to change lines, so it's quite important to ski everything.
So yeah, the events we have today is men's singles this morning, followed by the women's in the afternoon, and then tomorrow we will have the duels event. So if you are in the Sea to Sky area and can get up to Whistler Blackcomb, please get on by, stop by in person, have a look. Or, worst comes to worst, you can follow all the action live on YouTube. With
Thank
the
you,
Freestyle Whistler
Daniel.
YouTube.
Our next competitor, coming from Panorama, Oliver Helvoet. He's on course.
360 on the top.
Ooh, having a little bubble there. Nice back tuck. And he is skiing those last bumps.
Great run there. As we just go back up to that top air. Time of 26.88 coming through across the line there. As we go back up to that top 360. It's great to see. The camera really does not do justice, especially the takeoffs of these jumps. How steep are these takeoffs, Mia?
It's steep, and especially doing the bumps before. On course, we have Alexis Dufault du Massif with a nice back full.
Again, taking a really aggressive approach through the bumps here. Absolutely flying through like they're not there.
If I'm not mistaken, I think he won the Timber Tour, Provincial Tour back home.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So we're coming with some real pedigree here then, and across the line.
Yeah. we can expect some good runs out of Alexis.
22.68 is the time across the line there as we take a look at this top air again.
See, nice back full, really using his arms for the tilt. Legs together. Our next competitor, Charles-Éliott Latulippe du Mont-Saint-Anne. Il est en piste.
Cork 7 cross on the top air, straight into his turns.
Flying down. Big shout out to mom and dad.
Huge cork 7 going absolutely massive off the bottom air there. Flying across the line. He looks happy with that one, and why wouldn't you be? 23.80. We'll just restart that. As we go back to the top air. Huge cork 7 there. You can see it going almost all the way through the landing. Straight into his turns, nice and composed.
Yeah, bringing the legs immediately together once he lands. Ideally, we want to land with the legs together, but the faster you can do it, the better it is. Our next competitor, Mathias Saint-André du Mont Harford. Il est en piste. Coaché par Papa.
Backflip mute off the top air.
Nice skiing. He's being really quick on his skis. Bit of trouble there on bottom air, but I'm sure it's nothing he cannot fix for the second one.
Absolutely. Coming through to the corral there. What a great shot from our camera guy up top.
He's smiling. It's okay.
It's okay. So even with a little bit of a bobble there, he still comes down with a time of 25.63 as we look at that top air.
Yeah, that must have been a fast run.
Absolutely. Gets the grab, full extension.
Nice. See, landing with the legs together.
That was a great example of what Mia was just talking about there.
Absorbing that first bump, really staying on top of his boots and skis. Our next competitor, Grégoire Boudreau-Dufour du Relais. On course. His favorite place to ski is in his backyard. With a back lay out, yeah. He wants to give a shout out to the family. If you're on YouTube, shout out to you guys.
Again, here at Freestyle Whistler, we're really glad that we can provide this stream to any families that couldn't quite make it across to the competition here in person.
A little bit of trouble there. See, he just switched line.
Yep.
Well, you actually lose points when you switch line.
Okay, interesting. So the
Yeah.
athletes they can't start.
They have to commit. They have to commit to a line.
27.82 is the time there. We just slowly take a look at this top air again.
A back layout. Well,
Arms by the side there. Great technique.
very aerial.
Absolutely.
His sister was on the national team for aerials and
aerials.
is coaching here right now.
A very talented family indeed then.
And I see the younger sister too, Justine, right in front of me. I don't think she's hearing anything. Bim 90 from Ontario, Camden Kunkel on course.
Absolutely powering through this middle section here, keeping up a great speed. Coming up to the bottom air.
It's easy to get pushed around by the bumps, so it's really good core to keep your body stable through those bumps.
To make it, you're not along for the ride, you know, you want to be in control.
Yeah.
Let's go take a look at this top air, shall we? The The super, super, super slow-mo is working to its max effect, which is great to see.
Daffy.
The old Daffy spread. It looks a bit from this angle not in control, but his legs are extending both front and back there. It's great to see.
It's a classic. It's a classic. Our next competitor from Val-Saint-Côme. He is on course. Gagnon Desharnais.
Massive backflip truck off the top there.
And right away in the bumps. He is having a solid run. Nice.
Huge backflip cross at the end of the run there and flying across the line there. That was great to see. Go take a look at that top air again.
With a time of 23.19.
Solidly getting the grab there. Spotting the landing really early, flowing through the rest. Yeah, that was great to see. Great landing.
He went right back up. Had a little bit of a deep landing. Went right away back to that athletic base position. On course, Matthew Sullis from Bow. Twister spread. Coming on the second air, a Daffy.
A classic.
So
just a quick history lesson here. Moguls is the origins of freestyle skiing. Correct, Mia? Sort of competitive-wise?
Really?
I would say so. You know, the first sort of freestyle skiers, the new Canadian Air Force coming through in the early 90s.
Oh, yeah.
90s. All of those, you know, McConkey, the JP O'Clairs, all of those really sort of making the sport what it is today. So those twisters, those Daffies, those spreads is just a...
Jean-Luc Brassard.
Exactly. It's a great throwback to all of those wonderful athletes that inspire all of the coaches and athletes to this day.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. On course, we have Edouard Bernier du relais.
Cork 7 cross on the top. Again, flying, absolutely flying. I've used this word a lot, but he is motoring through that middle section. Oh, and there you go.
A little bit of a trouble there before the jump.
That is where managing speed comes into it. If you're going too fast, you will have less time to control everything going on around you. But finishing it off with a solid backflip mute grab, flying through to the corral there. As we work our way back up to the top air.
Our next competitor, Justin Bartsiokas from Jasper.
Okay, then we're going to miss that replay as we go back to the live action here. Backflip mute, a favorite amongst every athlete, coach, skier. It's a classic.
It's becoming a classic. Maybe the new twister spread?
It has to be done. Great skiing in that middle section there. Flat 3 critical.
That was some stylish bottom air.
That is
big shout out to Totem Ski Shop, sorry.
24.66 is his time there.
And we are at our last competitor for this round 1. Ro Cunningham from Beaver Valley. And he is on course. Ooh, I think he got a bit of a stumble before that jump.
Yeah. When athletes aren't looking to be flying off the jump at that angle particularly, so maybe just getting a bit of an edge caught in there, a bit of a snow stake in the jump. Yeah. And again, looking like we're having some problems with those airs, but the beauty of having another run is he has another chance to tidy it all up and put one down.
Absolutely. And that concludes the first run for the men of this 2024 single events junior nationals.
So yeah, we're not going anywhere. We're just gonna take a quick sort of 5-minute break on the course here while we just get back in there, and all of the volunteers, our wonderful volunteers, thank you so much everyone, just some maintenance so we get the course absolutely perfect for run 2. I just want to say a big thank you to all of the awesome sponsors of this event: Hilton Hotels and Resorts, Southside Lodge, Nestor's Market, Gibbons Whistler, McCoos Whistler, Mountain Kid Outfitters, Air House, 122 West, Dublin Gate Irish Pub, Head Sportswear, Sunbum, Beaver Wax, Thread, Toasty Supply, Forecast Ski Magazine, Toyo Tires, Freestyle Canada, and Blackfish. And I need a breath.
Yeah, it takes a village. Thank you, everybody.
We are just going to hop off microphones here for the next sort of 2 to 3 minutes, but please do not go anywhere, as when we come back, it will be run number 2 of the men's. Thank you so much again for everyone for being here, and we'll be right back. Do not go anywhere.
Really? I feel like it's very stressful for me with the English part because you have like the little bit of a no, but you have the little bit of a like the stress, and I speak before I think, and so now I have to think, and so I just salut. Yeah. Yeah. You what? Oh yeah, I had that this morning. Like yeah, I feel like I need to like keep on going because I'm gonna. But because I went no, I went very 2 days ago, and then yesterday I was like, oh no, no, it's gonna be a mellow night because I need tonight. My friends coming in and like they're crazy, and I was like, I need to sleep. Did not sleep. Québec. Ok. La Beauport. À le relais. Hey, man, hier, tout ce que je faisais, j'ai juste. Parce que 80% c'est genre du monde du relais. Parce qu'on est genre la seule place qui a un site de saut. J'arrêtais pas de crier. Le relais, le relais. Le relais. Mais genre maintenant avec Olivier Asselin, le monde connaît fucking le relais. Ça se fait.
there is a Zach Hoffman in the area, we're looking forward to having you in the broadcast center here for the next runs of commentary. So Zach Hoffman, if you want to make your way into the broadcast center, that'd be great. Again, a courtesy call, Zach Hoffman, if you are in the vicinity. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Gemini Freestyle Center. We will be getting away with run number 2 in just a few moments here. We're just making sure all the judges are happy, all the timing is happy, making sure everyone is good to go. So, Mia, for those that weren't with us at the start of the broadcast or aren't that quite familiar with the event of mogul skiing, just give us a rundown of what the judges are looking for again.
The judges are looking for skiers with a good ski because, again, 60% of your score is based on that technique. So we want, we want to make sure that the skis are together, some nice ski to snow contact, the absorption, the knees are going up to your chest, very stable upper body, don't want your arms flying everywhere, pole planting after the bump, having like a constant form, some jumps when you land, sticking that landing, having your legs together, skiing those last bumps. I know I'm repeating myself, but
it's all of these factors put together to create their score, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
So the judges are looking at multiple
The judges are doing an incredible job, and I think we don't talk about them enough.
Yeah. While we're here, round of applause to our judging panel. Thank you so much for everything they do.
Yeah.
These events wouldn't happen if it wasn't for As Mia said, the army of people that go into this.
Oh yeah, no,
it's a village.
It's crazy,
Yeah.
and because there is so many things to look at, there are some judges that are only for jumps,
Yep.
and judges that are only for turns,
Absolutely.
and they have the gates to help themselves, and they set a score and then give deductions based on the run. But
Okay, then we got Ryder on course, I believe. Yes,
oh,
we do.
Yeah, we are back with Owen Sklepowicz. With a back tuck. Good job, Owen. Keeping it together until the end. He's happy. Both arms are up. 27 is his time.
As we go back up to the top, Mia is going to be taking a short 5, 10, 15-minute break here as we swap over seats to the hot seat as we are welcoming Mr. Zach Hoffman into the commentary team.
Ooh, yeah!
For those who don't know, Zach is a legend in the mogul scene.
Oh, yeah.
Zach, sit down. Tell us a bit about yourself, Zach. Rider on course as well. Huge backflip cross there coming in at the bottom there, almost getting a bit stuck. What do you think about that, Zach?
That's a good save. That can be pretty dangerous finding yourself in that arabesque pirouette kind of situation. Good save.
As we just go and take a replay on the top out there. As I said, the super slow-mo is working brilliantly. Twist of spread there off the top air. Great to see. So, Zach, how was it competing in the national mogul scene?
Oh, it was good. It was a ton of fun. Getting to be on a team with some of the best athletes on the planet was a privilege, yeah.
Ryder dropping number bib 6-4. Backflip truck off the top. This is Thomas Goulet skiing out of wherever Rel is. Flying through the course here.
Beautiful. Huge back cross on the bottom air. Basically out shooting the chop there. Nice stuff.
So what do events like the Junior Nationals like this, Zach, how important are they?
Oh, it's huge. This is a big part of the development of the sport. This is the gateway into working your way up the ranks and doing Canadian Series, doing NORAMs, getting up to World Cups. This is kind of where it all begins.
Is this where your journey started?
It is, yeah. I competed at probably 6 or 7 of these in my teen years.
That's a lot of competitions. Bib number 5-1, Eric Newman on course. Whoa, getting real squirrely there. Yeah, losing his balance on the takeoff off the jump there, but just about holding it back together. So as Mia's been alluding to, Zach, what are the criteria that the judges are looking for? What is a good score here?
So the judges are looking for a whole bunch of things. So mogul skiing, it's 60% the quality of your turns. You know, that's your knees staying together. That's you using your edges and carving. A lot of components that go into that. 20% is how fast you go down the course. And the other 20% is your jumps. So how hard the tricks are and how well you do them. So there's a lot to factor in there, and it's challenging to be good at all three. That's what everyone's chasing.
Absolutely. Just as we look at Eric's middle section there, give us some analysis. What do you think of those, Eric?
Those are beautiful turns. It's nice to see him come back in and get all set there. Tips into the face.
Awesome. Bib number 74 on course.
Xavier Labrie.
Excellent pronunciation. I'd rather you do that than me. Just losing it there.
It's not an easy ski out of that top section, out of that top air. That's what I've been hearing.
Yeah, from what we can see on the camera here, that especially Ryder's right, Looker's left, that top air seems to be causing some problems. But comes across the line there. As we just go back up and have a look at that replay. Yeah, as we can see there, just getting a bit unstuck.
Yeah, if you don't come into that middle section, toes in the front of your boot, shins pressed, it's tough to stay on there.
Okay, and back to the top of the course as we wait here. These can be long days for these athletes. What do they keep them do? How do they entertain themselves at the top of the course there, Zach?
Oh, there's usually games. A lot of them revolve around screwdrivers, and I don't even remember what it was called, but you'd throw the screwdriver and try and land it into the snow.
Yep, it's a classic. The old pole flip as well.
Yep,
Everyone loves that.
Yep.
Okay, Ryder on course. Huge spread off the top air there. Keeping what looks like a good rhythm there. Zach, what thoughts on that?
Yeah, this is great. Smooth and steady, keeping it clean. Let's see what we got on the bottom air. Double twister. Love that.
Yeah, and across the line, that is a great. The crowd is going mental down here.
I love seeing the turns in the bottom section. This is a bottom section that you can't fake.
21.3. Was that 21.32? Maybe I've misheard there. Wow, 21.32. That is quick. Okay, and as the judges calculate their scores, the timers get reset. We get ready for the next athlete to drop. Next, we've got bib number 61, James, skiing from Freestyle Whistler. Doing the home course proud here, James. Twister spread. So the judges are really looking to keep that that fluid, right? So from the landing of the jump into these turns and middle sections, we're really looking for fluidity, right, Zach?
Yeah, absolutely. The idea is that it looks easy. That's kind of the goal. So if you can land that top air knees together and just ski straight into that middle section, that's the dream.
I feel like I'm speaking for a lot of the audience at home right now. It is not easy. It doesn't even look easy to me, Zach.
No, it's far from easy.
James going down there, unfortunately, on the second air. That is a shame to see, but coming across the line and doing his home club so proud. James, we are so proud of you, buddy. Well done for making it. So we can see there, James just landing the twister spread. A bit of a spray.
A little bit, but sometimes that's what it takes, right? Like we know that's a tough top air ski out, so sometimes taking a little bit of a wider path, getting in safe, that's what you got to do.
Absolutely. Bib number 79 on course, Bradley Kohler. Cork Sev, Zach giving an ooh. He liked that one.
This is some good skiing. Oh, boy. Really clean, tight knees, still upper body.
Nice backflip cross on the bottom air. And really turning through that bottom section. The judges are really looking for that. Oh, name turns all the way down.
Big time. That's a common thing where people will land that bottom air and just let them run straight. Can't do it here. They'll eat you up.
24.59 for Bradley Kohler there as we go back and look at his top air. He will appear at some point. There he is. As we can see that cork 7.
So we can watch that ski out like we're talking about here.
Absolutely.
Made that one look pretty easy. Oh, yeah.
Straight into his turns.
Landed perfectly in line with that right bump and then just straight in.
Bib 5-9 dropping on course now. We got Fergus. 360 on the top. He's skiing away.
That's what you want.
You can see the celebration from the judge, the coach at the top of the course there. He loved it.
It's good aggressive skiing in here. I like this. Pushing it.
This is quick.
Oh, hold it together.
And just swaps lanes there, unfortunately. So will he still score for that for swapping lanes?
If you cross over the center, generally that will be a DNF, or it did not finish.
And that is unfortunate to see as he collapses over the finish line there. 30.98 is the time there, but of course we had some difficulties in the course. As we go back to the top air, great 360. We can definitely get those legs a bit together more, but the landing is solid. As we watch in the background, the coach celebration. Watch those arms fly up. You love to see it. There he goes. Yeah, that is beautiful skiing all around.
Joshua Guild.
Okay, then we got Joshua Guild in the start gate. 3, 2, 1. Dropping goes the starter.
Ooh, going for the mute grab, it looked like.
Not quite getting the grab, but solid 360 though. Smooth is fast and fast is smooth. That's right, Zach, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That looks smooth as butter
Nice
going into that backflip.
Oh.
Ooh. So what happened there, Zach? Tell us through that.
Just probably needed to stretch it out a little bit more, be a little bit more forward on the takeoff, landed a little on the heels and washed out, but just about had it.
As Mia alluded to earlier, those backseat landings can cause disaster.
Yeah, you know, a mogul jump is steep, and a landing is steep in the opposite direction. So a backflip is not all that much rotation, so you got to take it slow.
Again, the camera does not do it justice to how steep these jumps are and how steep this course is. It's tough out there, let me tell you. Have you gotten to poach the course yet, Zach?
I haven't been on this course today, but I've been on it many times in the past, and just based off what the conditions are like today and seeing the runs, it looks tricky.
Bib 2-3, Mason Solomon on course. Great backflip.
Nice. Yeah, good solid ski out.
You won't be able to hear this on the live stream, unfortunately, but Britney Spears is blasting out the Gemini speakers, and if I was going to do a mogul run, I would definitely want Britney Spears in my ears.
Shout out Braden Pollock for the playlist.
Absolutely. Shout out Coach Braden. Coming into the bottom air. Lovely cork 7.
Beautiful.
Great landing, skiing those final bumps, knees glued together. That was absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run. I'm sure he'll be psyched on that one.
Okay, then. Next athlete is in the gate and ready to go. What is the coaches saying here? What's the final word you're getting in your ear right now, Zach?
I think at this point, it's, you know, you've done what you had to do. You've done the training. Now it's just let it be.
Yeah. Let the body, let the brain take over.
Yeah.
Let that muscle memory kick in.
Absolutely. You don't want to think too much. Just go out there and have some fun. Training should pay off.
At the end of the day, it's skiing. If you're not having fun, you know, you should always be having fun when you're skiing.
Absolutely. That was my mantra when I was an athlete. It's just skiing. Sometimes I needed that reminder. You know, it's just skiing. It's just we're out here to have fun, and that's the whole point. Can't take it too seriously.
Okay, bib number 7-7. On course. Great backflip cross off the top.
Good aggressive ski out too.
Great cork 7 on the bottom air there and still skiing through those bumps.
Beautiful.
Yeah, what a great run that is. Let's go take a look at that top air. 25.99 is the time there. We can see that great extension on the cross and the mega slow-mo there, bringing it all the way around. around, eye spotting the landing, hands out. What do we think of that, Zach?
That's great. That's actually quite reminiscent of Alex Bilodeau circa 2010 Cyprus Olympics, Vancouver Olympics.
That is a compliment and a half. That is right there. Okay, bib number 87. We got Jonathan Gollum. Backflip truck.
Yeah, looking good through here. Oh, getting bucked. Saving it. Nice work. Really intentional with the pole plants. Ooh, nice. There we go.
Squeaking it around there. And almost getting unstuck on those bottom bumps, but crossing that line.
He's psyched.
Oh, yeah. He's happy with that one. And why wouldn't you be? So you can see there just at the end of that backflip truck, we can see there just, as you alluded to, Zach, that pole planting really intentional.
Yeah, you can really see him just that nice flick, reaching for the backside. That's what you want. Nice and smooth.
Bib number 71, skiing from Jasper on course. Nice 360 on the top. Stomps that landing.
People often don't realize how challenging just an upright 360 is.
On a jump, which is as steep as a mogul jump, we're talking like a near vertical wall that you're taking off on to keep the shins in the front of that boot to hold that pressure. Great backflip tuck off the bottom air there. So almost a backflip would be easier, you're saying, off that jump. It sends you into that rotation.
Absolutely, a backflip's easier. It's a little scarier to learn, but once you can do both, I would say the backflip's easier every time.
So with a time of 32 seconds there, as we just go back and look at that top 360, you can really see the force and fighting to stay in the front of those boots to hold it and stay all around. He does a great job of that. He makes that look a lot easier than it is. Bib number 83, we got Max also skiing from Jasper on course. Ooh. Going huge. He got the Zach ooh of approval.
That was a big pop on that back tuck. I like that a lot. And these are good turns. Really pointing that tips into the face. Really clean. Good absorption.
Solid grab on the backflip mute on the bottom air there. Yeah.
Love me a good back mute. That was my bottom air trick for 15 years probably.
27.85 is the time there coming across the line as we go back and take a look at that top air.
Yeah, just good extension on the top there. Really taking it up.
Sending it all the way almost to that second flag there, which is, the end of the landing. That is great to see.
What's interesting with that is because he took it so up, he lands without so much of that downhill momentum, and he's able to ski out really smoothly.
So, yeah, the importance of a good pop.
Absolutely. It's not just about going big. It's also about controlling that ski out.
Okay. Bib number 24 on course. We've got Adam Halub skiing. Proline.
Very nice in the middle here. Good pace. That absorption's evident. Really clean.
Nice backflip cross.
Beautiful.
An absolutely solid run. He looks stoked. As he gets some congratulations from the coach there as we go back to the top air. 26.13 is the time coming through.
Back full on the top air. I had looked down for a second. That's a good extension on that back full.
Head fully upside down there with the full 360.
That's a tough trick.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing too many of those.
Scary trick.
Yeah, not seeing a lot of those out there, so kudos to him for that one.
Absolutely, and for absolutely stomping that landing. Okay, bib 19 on course. 360 mute grab.
Love a mute grab. Oh,
Absolutely love a mute grab. A little bobble there, but still absolutely plowing on through, and this looks great.
he's charging right now. He's going to have to
This
slow
is
down a little
quick.
bit for this bottom air, which he has done successfully.
Oh, a little book there, do we think?
You know, it can be hard. You make a little mistake and you want to just charge and put it down for the crowd, but it's can be tricky to be pushing yourself that hard.
Yeah, obviously time being a factor of the judges' scoring, so you know, the faster it is, the better the score, correct?
Absolutely. And he was pushing it there, which sometimes you got to push it. You can't just play it safe every time.
They're right on the line, right? They are pushing it to the limit every time they clip into their skis. It's great to see.
Absolutely.
There's the grab. Absolutely solid grab. Great to see that landing. Let's do that again, shall we?
Yeah, that was sweet. A little JP Auclair action.
Boom. Great grab. And the landing was solid. Okay, bib 39 on course. Backflip mute.
More mute grabs.
You'd just love to see it.
Really good. This is solid. Really clean. What do we got on the bottom air?
Backflip cross. Maybe not the best of turns through the bottom section there, but he is flying through. That was quick as we go back up to that top air and take a look. 28.52, I believe.
Let's see that back mute.
There it is.
Very nice.
Solid connection with the grab. They're holding it almost all the way through to the landing. Yeah, great to see. Okay, bib number 4 on course. Longstreet throwing the huge cork 7 on the top air.
That was a gorgeous cork 7. Landed right before that first bump and wow, okay.
Losing it a bit there.
Good effort though. Really good fight.
Oh, almost ripping the ski off with the grab there.
Yep.
Extra steez points. That was sick.
That's a big cross. You got some flexible ankles, I think.
As we look at that cork 7 from the top air again.
That was beautiful. Really nice.
Huge. Straight into the turns as well. Straight back into the control. Maybe a bit too much gas and not enough brake in the middle section of that.
Yeah, just came in a little bit stiff into that top section and just couldn't quite get his feet back under him, unfortunately. But he had a good fight. He almost had it.
As we wait for the okay, to make sure everyone is all good, to make sure that nothing is missed for the next competitor. Bib number 43 on course, Alec Johnson.
Another back mute. Very nice. Getting through that ski out and right into it here. Knees are pumping.
Obviously, I'm not as qualified as you, Zach, but he looks really nice and in control in that middle section there.
Yeah, this is beautiful. This is what you want.
Oh, yeah, the backflip cross, the classic. We'll be seeing a lot of those today.
And you see those knees through that bottom section. It's easy to just end up letting your skis run and just kind of straight line them, but you could really see the angulation in those black knee patches. He was turning.
Okay, bib number 45, Owen Cooper on course. Sorry about that, Owen. Excuse the broadcast difficulties you have here. Just coming a bit unstuck there.
He decided, oh, we didn't have the shot. I'm not going to finish this round here.
Absolutely. But giving us a nice cork 7 off the bottom there.
Beautiful.
Apologies about that, Owen, but the first run was good enough, Owen. The time of 24.77 there. Okay, bib number 84. We've got Adam skiing from Edmonton on course. Nice backflip tuck there. Taking a huge bound.
Looked like he maybe just got a little confused on which way the first turn was. Turned into it instead of against it.
But he's definitely got his rhythm back here for this middle section. Oh, the commentator's curse. Yeah.
Yeah. Another back mute. We should keep a tally.
Yeah. You're on that, Zach. How many back mutes have we got today?
I've seen at least 5 so far, but I'm sure there's been plenty more than that.
Well, there's the back tuck from the top air. As we can see there, the landing. Yeah, just getting a little lost on that first bump there as we brought highlight to. But finds his rhythm again, gets back in control.
Top air ski outs are hard. I've definitely blown out more than I've skied out of top air ski outs.
Yeah, same.
It's not easy. It's the crux of every mogul course, pretty much.
Okay, bib number 22, Drinkwater on course.
That's my favorite last name.
Stay hydrated. 360 on the top air. Beautiful landing, straight into the turns.
This is one of those skiers that looks like they're just on the beach.
Yeah.
This looks easy. Very impressive.
Showing great control. Just going a little bit too big there, do we think, Zach?
Yeah, a little big, a little bit on the heels on the takeoff. Got, like we talked about with those steep jumps, you got to really be forward when you're coming off for a backflip.
As we go back up to that top air. Watch that again. Arms drop a little bit, but he saves himself by keeping his eyes nice and forward there. They don't look down, which is great. Solid landing. It's beautiful. Beautiful skiing. Okay, bib number 93 on course, Dylan Jarvis.
I think we just saw a double spread eagle on the top air.
I think we did just see a double spread eagle on the top air.
Not one you see every day. Love to see it. Good solid turns here.
This is looking like a great run off the bat. Lovely backflip. Flying through to the end of the course there. Crossing the line.
Finishing in style.
As we can see it. With a time of 31 seconds. Just coming up to the bottom air here. Looking a little loosey-goosey, but this is hard stuff. What a great... Oh, was that a Tindy grab there? Tail grab?
It might have been.
Tail?
Yeah. Might have been a little grab in there.
Nice. It's good to see some variation. As we go back to the top of the course. Bib number 91. We've got McManus coming out of Ontario. Beautiful
Cork 7. Some nice aggressive skiing. He looks like he's pushing speed here.
He is absolutely foot off the brake, straight on the gas.
This is going to be big.
Huge
Wow.
backflip cross there, clearing the landing, flying through those bottom turns there. That was a quick run.
That was impressive. He looked like he was coming into that bottom air really hot, and he managed to hold it together.
Time of the 24, that was quick. As we can just see there, these bumps, and how aggressively he's taking those bumps. Again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us here on Blackcomb Mountain. This is the Junior National Mogul Competitions hosted by Freestyle Whistler. Bib number 5-7, Hayden Matthews on course.
Nice laid out backflip on the top air. A little bit of a stumble, but he's in the line. There's no blowout there. Right back into the turns here.
Arms were looking a little loose there, but again, that's a tough line. But that is a beautiful backflip truck driver. Great extension on that. Oh.
This is becoming the new thing. Finish through the finish line and then
Absolutely.
slide to your hip.
Slide.
It's a celly.
So yeah, we can just see a bit of an issue with that top air landing, but as Zach's alluded to, it's probably the hardest thing in moguls.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But wonderful to get straight back on. Those turns are looking great. As we go straight back to the top of the course. Bib number 78 dropping in. Beautiful cork 7.
Oh, textbook. Straight back into the bumps. Good aggressive ski out. Direct ski line right now. This is great.
Cork 7 tail grab.
Cork 7 master.
Cork 7 master indeed. That was beautiful. That was a great looking run there. 25.42 is the time. Let's just go and take another look at that top air.
Yeah, great axis on that. Good solid landing. No hesitation. Right back in the bumps. That's beautiful.
Bib number 7-0 dropping. We got Sterling. .360 off the top there.
Clean ski out. Solid through the middle here. Knees are pumping, keeping those knees glued. What do we got on the bottom? Oh, good save. A little bit of a butt check, but keeping it on the feet.
So would that be an over-rotation there on that back of the stairs?
Just a little bit. Just a tiny bit on the heels, and then by the time that first bump hit him, he just wasn't quite ready for it.
As we go back up to the top and take another look at this top air here. Great 360.
Solid.
Yeah. Again, as Zach has mentioned, one of the hardest things to do on a mogul course.
Yeah, it's tough to stay on axis on those upright 360s. It's a lot of people have a hard time with that. You got to be so on the toes, but not so far on the toes that you end up on your face.
There's a lot that goes into this. Bib number 44 dropping in. We got Triggs.
I think that's now that's 6 back mutes, if my tally is correct.
Vital information here from Zach. So, Zach, when you were on your national competition circuit, would you have one run that you would stick with for most courses, or would it vary from course to course?
It varied a little bit. I had kind of the run that I knew I could do, and then sometimes, depending on what the course was and how it was built, I might vary things up just a little bit.
Stoked coming over the line there. The big Sally in the gate from number 44. Triggs is happy with that one. 27.40 is the time as we go back and take another look at that top air. Huge backflip. The grab's a tickle, but the grab's there. I'd say the hand's definitely touching.
Grab's a grab.
Grab's a grab.
We got Antoine ML dropping in. Nice cork 7. Good clean ski out. That's the way to start. Really like what I'm seeing here in the middle. The ski line is just fantastic. You're seeing that lateral movement. Really clean.
Great backflip cross again on the bottom jump. It's a favorite amongst the athletes, but it's a good one to see.
It's a classic.
Yeah. I'm never going to be angry seeing a backflip cross. 26.26 is the time coming in there. As we can slow it down there on the second half of that cork 7. Really gets those hands out and the vision in front of him.
We got Jax Kendall from Apex dropping in, coached by the infamous Rob Kober. Back full. Wow. Back full right in the landing right at that first bump, skiing it out clean. This is great so far. They really breed those mogul skiers in Apex. Back full to cork 7 truck. Yeah, that's a run you'll see on the World Cup all day.
What a great run that was as we go back up to that top at 25.70 is the time.
Good time too. He's going to be psyched with that.
So again, just a reminder, what's the scoring criteria for it, Zach?
So we got 60% turns, quality of turns, how you do them, how they look, technique. You got 20% your jumps, how you do them and how difficult they are, and then 20% how fast you go.
So we're looking for a good all-round skiing. Okay?
Yeah, you need the full package if you're going to reach a podium today, for sure.
And that last run, definitely ticks a lot of those boxes.
Absolutely. It'd be hard to pick that one apart too much. A lot of good stuff going on.
Perfect. If you are just joining us at the side of the runs here, or on the gondola, or on YouTube, this is the Junior National Mogul Championships presented by Freestyle Whistler at the Gemini Freestyle Center.
I'm going to say Albert Turcotte.
Yep.
Sounds
good to me. Backflip mute off the top air.
7. Good clean ski out. Another place that just breeds mogul skiing talent is Val-Saint-Côme. Really good technique here in the turns. Good ski line.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Big back cross. There you go.
Keeping us happy here in the commentary booth.
Those are some turns in the bottom section.
Yeah, claims it. He's happy with that one. That was a great looking run. 28.73 is the time coming through there. As we can see, there reaches down, really gets that grab. Absorbs that landing bump.
Yeah, you really see those knees lifting for that absorption.
Absolutely. The sun is just creeping out a little bit here, which is nice. It's giving us some more contrast, so you could really tell the difficulty the athletes were having with the low light.
Yeah, that's Whistler for you.
That is
4 seasons every day you come up here.
Yep, especially mid-mountain on Blackcomb.
All right, Alexis Turgeon on course. Cork 7 truck up top. Wow. Oh, my God. Look at these turns.
This looks like an aggressive line.
Alexis got that soft touch.
Holding it together there. Beautiful.
Wow.
Cork 7, truck to cork 7.
That was a great run. Really, really good. So direct in the middle, but still so in control. Made it look easy.
As we go back up to the top, 23.00 is the time.
See, that's one of those deceiving skiers. He did not look like he was going fast because it was so. He looked so mellow. He made it look so easy, but that's one of the fastest times we've seen today.
Smooth is fast, and fast is smooth. Beautiful run there. Okay, we got bib 10 dropping in now. Beautiful cork 7 off the top.
Oh, wow. Okay, this is another heater. Holy.
We have slowly transitioned from the U14s, the U16s, and we are now in the U18 category. These
Oh, boy.
cork 10 and going way too big. What happened there, Zach?
He was skiing so fast in that middle section. Such good turns, so direct, and just didn't quite get forward enough coming in for that cork 10. That's a tough trick, and you really got to be balanced coming in. I think he was just a little on his heels, but kudos for going for that.
Absolutely. So a cork 7 is 2 rotations and dipping around the horizontal axis, whereas a cork 10 is 3 full rotations.
And that's, as far as I know, that's the only one we've seen today. That's a tough trick. All right, we've got Quinn Unger from Alberta dropping now. Cork Sev tail right on the tip of the tail there.
Looks a bit carving off the takeoff as well.
Yeah, great smooth takeoff. Good turns here. Look how direct these guys are skiing.
Huge backflip cross.
Beautiful.
Storming through the finish line there.
You know, it takes a lot of good absorption, a lot of good tip pressure to be able to ski that direct and stay in control. I've been really impressed by these last few guys.
As we just go back up and take another look at this top air jump. The super slow-mo doing its wonderful thing again.
Oh, yeah.
A little calm on the takeoff. But gets the grab. Solid tail grab. Capping that blunt at the end of the tail. Moving that hand up. Extra style points from the commentators here. We're happy with that. It may not mean much for official results, but pride.
Oh, it means something.
Okay, dropping in, number 38. We got Maxime Duval. Nice, 360. No, 8. Sorry, we've got Oliver Blaise. Excuse me, Oliver.
Another guy with just those ripping direct turns. Big back cross to finish it off. And some solid turns through to the finish. Good stuff.
If we just take a look at that. At the bottom section there, the middle into the last jump, we can see here really bringing those knees up, absorbing as much speed as he can to get nice and set for that next jump.
Yeah, you really want to be pushing yourself through that middle to gain some time points, but if you keep up that speed, you're going to overshoot that chop on that bottom air landing, so you got to really reel it in for the bottom air.
And there we go. I'm just going to pause it right there. Look how high with the ground is, that extension with the cross.
It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Classic.
Okay, bib 9. We got Maxime Duval this time. Dropping in. Nice 360. So quick back into the turns.
This is just across the board, this age category. They all are just so direct.
Oh, just getting a bit lost there in the turns.
Yeah, that's you pay to play. That's the risk you take when you ski that direct. You've got to really be on your absorptions and really be on your forward pressure.
Just about skiing through those last moguls there. Either way, you should be very happy with that run. 29.608, I believe, is the time from the timer there as we just look at the top air jump again. Holding that 360, keeping those shins forward, landing in a really nice forward position there. As Zach has alluded to before, a 360 off a jump this steep is very hard, is it not, Zach?
Oh, it's the hardest. It's especially once you start learning any of those off-axis tricks, getting back to just a straight up and down axis on a 360, it's very, very tough.
Okay, then bib number 7 dropping. On course right now, we got Noam Brenton.
Cork 7 landing right in line. No drift on that cork. That's what you want. Some good aggressive skiing in the middle. Big back cross on the bottom air. I'm starting to see there's some correlation with all these red pants, Montaigne and folks with the back cross. They got a similar style.
As we go back up and look at that top air. Slowly as that head appears off the top here, we can see that arms and that vision stretch all the way out. Finds that landing as quickly as he can, finishes off the spin, brings it round. What do you think of that landing there, Zach?
Landing was great. What I really loved about that is the axis. His head and his feet are basically on the exact same axis. Those judges upstairs, they've got a pie chart up there, a diagram, and that's exactly what they're looking for. That's optimal, just horizontal across the plane.
Brilliant, brilliant run there.
All right, we got Van Schalm from Apex dropping.
Backflip mute.
Back mute. I think we're up to 8.
Keeping us happy down here in the booth and absolutely flying through the course. You can see here the size of the course and how big this is.
Just getting a little unstuck there, a little backseat, little blow up, but he's back in.
We're getting a score for this run.
Oh, yeah.
We're not throwing it away.
Big Daffy on the bottom air. Little tribute to the old school.
Take a look at that top air. .28.26 is the time there. Great backflip, great mute grab. Maybe hold on to it a little longer, but the grab is there and it's solid, and he's straight back into those turns.
Love to see it.
Oh, beautiful turns there.
All right, we got Samuel LeMay on course. Cork 7 off the top with an easy-looking ski out. And these are some tight turns. Holy. He's almost not even turning. His skis are just basically straight down the hill. This is amazing.
Nice backflip cross.
Beautiful. That is.
What a great run. I should be absolutely stoked with that one.
You can't ask for much more than that.
We unfortunately missed the top air replay, but we can see this bottom air coming in. Look at that form we have there with the skiing. Nice and easy. Legs together. Chest nice and still. And a beautiful position and extension. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's textbook.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, bib number 89 dropping.
Boyer Lee from Ontario.
Nice backflip truck. Oh, you can see that on the camera there, how quickly he had to bring those knees up into that chest to absorb all that force from that bump.
Yeah, that was an impressive ski out.
This is quick.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Oh, just a bit too quick, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's exactly what we were talking about before. You can be pinning it the whole way through the middle section, but if you can't reel it in for the bottom air, it gets a little scary.
So we just go to the top and have a look at that top air again. 26.01, I believe, was the time there.
Yeah, you just know that would be a real fast time without that blowout.
Absolutely. And again, huge grab, even getting a tweak on the grab, pulling those skis into the middle.
And that first bump is just waiting for him.
And then look at how high those knees come up, how quickly he gets onto the front of his boots. 2 in a row. That's some impressive skiing right there.
We got Evan Rudnicki on course. Another back truck. Spraying up a little bit of snow on that ski out, but keeping it clean, and now we're in, and these turns are looking beautiful. Getting that back cross. Let's see those turns through the finish. There we go. Great
Great
run.
run. Crowd is going crazy down here. Getting an applause. The old pole swill. Getting caught on the exit gate as well. That is how excited he is. What a great run that was.
Alex Ferreira of Mogul skiing with
Just
the pole spin.
Picking up the back end of the backflip truck there. Coming into a great landing. Straight onto that boost pedal. And look at him go. Taking off. Wishing a little hold here. Judges are giving the okay.
All right, up next we got Oliver Helvoet dropping now.
On course.
That was a good axis on that 360. That's one of the best axes we've seen today.
Oh.
Unfortunately, going around a gate in the middle. So if you go around that gate on the outside, unfortunately, that'll be a DNF, so it did not finish. But he's going to finish this one off for the crowd.
As we just go back up the top and take a look at that 360 here.
Yeah, let's admire that. That was fantastic. Yeah, that was something to watch for sure. That was beautiful.
104
Alexis Dufour.
on course.
Another back full. That was, wow, okay. Holy, we are cooking.
This is looking quick.
Really tight, really clean. Looks fast.
Coming up to the bottom air. Backflip double tail?
Double tail. That's not one I've ever seen in a mogul contest.
He's happy.
Little bit of
Crowd is going
progression.
wild. I'm losing my mind a little bit here in the judges' booth.
That was an amazing
Yeah, the
run.
cameraman's losing his mind. Yeah, we are all about that. Let's take a look at that top air replay.
So-
Unfortunately, we don't have the double tail grab, but that was sick.
What I love here is we're seeing a little bit of the traditional aerials, you know, the back full, and then a little bit of that new school on the bottom air with the double
As
tail.
we can see there, that head fully upside down, getting all the rotation, finding that landing all the way through the trick. When you watch it that slow, it is a weird looking trick and a scary one to try for the first time.
Absolutely.
As we go back up to the top of the course.
All right, La Tulipe, Mount St. Anne on course.
Great cork 7 cross there.
These Mount St. Anne athletes are just machines.
They are eating up this course. He is absolutely destroying that middle section of bumps, coming up to the bottom air here. There's that cork 10. Landing gear comes out and it is stomped. That is 3 full rotations, ladies and gentlemen, and dipping below the horizontal axis.
If you would have told me when I was competing at junior nationals that we'd be seeing cork 10s in juniors, I wouldn't have believed you.
A cork 10 with a time of 23 as well.
Wow.
That is a good looking run as we go back up to that top air, as we see that cork 7, bringing those knees and arms stay out, a bit of flair.
That degree of difficulty, those tricks will stand up on the World Cup level. That was amazing. All right, we got Matt St. Andre. Another back mute. I think we're up to 9.
Keeping us all happy in the commentary booth there with the back mutes.
It's another one of those skiers with that soft touch. That absorption just looks easy. And then as I say that, that was the commentator's curse. I'm so sorry.
Losing a shoe there as well. We hope they are all okay. They're just in the transition of the jump there, so we can't quite see the athlete. Oh, we can see a head pop up there.
The course volunteers don't seem too... he's hiking up. He
Yeah,
seems like
he's
he's
hiking
okay.
up. He's getting his ski again. We can get back in on him there.
Yeah, he just, his absorption he wasn't absorbing so much, but because of that, it looked so clean and snappy, but just got a little stiff on one mogul and had that punch forward.
Let's see if we can see it here in the replay. So we get the backflip, a wonderful grab there.
That was a great one.
Let's see if we can go Huge absorption there. A little bit bucked almost, would you say, on that first bump?
Little bit, but then you see just 2 bumps later, he's got it right back under him. Yeah, I like these turns. They kind of remind me of Dylan Walzak of the American team. Really tall, just quick absorptions.
Yeah. As he finishes off that run there. As we can go back to the top of the course, please. And rider on course. Here we have. Great backflip.
Back lay. We haven't seen too many of those. Solid turns. Good lateral movement.
Bib number 76.
Yeah, really good weight shift. I'm liking what I'm seeing here.
Flat 3 Japan.
Another one of those bringing some of that new school into Moguls. I love it.
It's only the second flat 3 we've seen today, so, standing out a little bit with trick selection here.
That's always a good thing.
As we can go and actually look at that flat 3 replay, as we can just get some great turns here on the build up to the jump.
And I can tell you, head judge upstairs, Jay Hennetuck, he loves a flat 3. His son, Mike was known for it.
There we go. Great grab, great extension, reaching all the way back, almost getting a tail on that Japan grab. That is awesome. Bib number 90 dropping in on course. Great backflip cross off the top air there. Oh, but just getting bounded out. What happened there, Zach?
Just, getting a little back seat, not quite having that forward pressure you need, and those bumps will eat you up if you're not forward. But these are looking good. Sometimes it's just hard to get your head back in the game after you've had a blowout. It can be hard to focus.
Yeah, competition time. Obviously, these are young athletes. There's lots of pressure going on. The stress is involved in this. It's not quite something that you can take for granted at home. As we can see there, Whistler Blackcomb Patrol doing a great job coming down the side. Love to see it. Okay, back at the top of the course.
All right, we got Deschard Gagnon, Val-Saint-Côme on course.
Huge backflip truck, so big it's out of camera frame. Beautiful.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Good turns. Good tall. Makes this look easy.
Hands
See him
are-
slow it
hands
down a
are
little bit for the
calm.
bottom air. Woo, yeah. Stretching it
Massive.
out. There we go. Back cross. That was another one of those top airs where he went so big and landed, and that downward momentum almost slows him down so he can ski out so easily.
Well, let's just take a look at exactly that, shall we? We may lose a bit of it in the frame, but if you're jumping out of frame, that's a good thing for the team. So we can
Yeah,
see
he's
there,
up there.
He is so high. Get in the double grab as well. And just like you said, Zach, the higher you go, the easier the landing is, right?
It's counterintuitive because you think you want to go small to make your ski out easier, but see all that snow that flies up when he lands? That's high impact, and that impact's actually slowing him down a little bit, and then that first turn is just nothing for him.
So that's great course management there, right?
Amazing. Matthew Sully on course.
We are into our final 4 competitors. Nice 360.
I think this athlete wins the award for the most creative helmet.
The best dressed award, absolutely.
best dressed award.
Absolutely.
I'm curious to see what that looks like when he gets a little closer.
What have we got on the bottom air? Oh, yeah.
Little Daffy action.
Getting a little style down. You love to see it.
It's like a sort of like a lion's mane or something.
Yeah, I'm about it. Yeah. The headdress award definitely is going there. As we just get another look at that top air.
Big ol' 360.
Going absolutely massive. Arms staying out, which is great to keep that balance. Eyes staying forward, which is good. Yeah. There's not much more you can say about that.
All right, Edouard Bernier on course. Another big cork 7. Some tight turns. He's pushing it here.
Oh.
Maybe pushing just a little too much.
Yeah. Again, that is these athletes being right on the line. They are pushing it as best as they can. You know, the smallest mistake makes the biggest difference, right, Zach?
Oh yeah, there's no forgiveness in a mogul course. One mistake and it just becomes a domino effect. It's really hard to get your balance back under you.
Well, let's go and take a look at that top air, shall we?
Let's do it.
So with a time of 31 coming in there at the end.
That's a nice cork 7 though.
See the arms stay out all the way through, helping that balance and helping guide the rest of the lower body through the second half of that trick.
Stomped.
Yeah, stomped straight into the turns. You can see how high those knees have to get up to absorb that. It's crazy what these athletes do. Okay, then our final 2 riders of the men's.
All right, we got Bart Siokis from Alberta on course.
Dropping in.
Oh,
Backflip mute.
big tweak on that back mute too.
Is that our 10th backflip
That's
mute?
the 10th one since I've been in the booth.
So we're probably at about 15, 16 backflip mutes.
Good direct turns.
Very aggressive line, I would say. Flat 3 critical.
Wow, there we go. That's a nice flat 3.
Bringing a bit of Tom Wallish, Steve to the Moguls. I love it.
You know, I was actually just talking to Dean Berkovich, jump coach on the Canadian national team, and he was complimenting that flat 3. He saw it in training.
There you go. Compliments from the Canadian air coach himself. As we just go back and look at this top air again. Really getting that grab,
Back
tweaking
mute.
it out.
Grabs on both jumps. Love to see it. And I guess we're coming up to our last male competitor here.
Yeah, it's going to be our last male competitor. Bib number 16.
Yeah, Cunningham from Beaver Valley, my home club, on course.
Big shout out.
Coached by legend of the sport, Pierre Rousseau. Big double twister. Oh, yeah, you can see that PA influence. That's some pretty good ski line coming in here. You can tell what he's been working on.
Especially with the light now getting a bit brighter, you can really see how big these bumps are with those shadows in between them now.
It's funny, the Moguls just appeared, for us. Big spread eagle. Finishing off the men's category in style.
And across the line. Let's just take a look at that top for the last time for the last athlete. Oh, and this was the one before. So we'll just look at that backflip mute.
I'm
again.
just happy to watch more back mutes.
Honestly, give me as many backflip mutes as you can give me. Okay then, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to conclude the men's junior nationals Canadian Mogul Championships. I just want to say a big, big thank you to Zach, who I've got here in the booth with me. Thank you so much for giving us your wisdom and your insights and your knowledge. I've learned a lot. The people at home would have definitely appreciated it. So thank you to a legend like you for gracing us.
Thank you, man.
Really?
This has been fun.
Yeah, it's been good. So we are going to leave you guys here. This is going to be the end of the men's Mogul stream. Thank you so much for joining us. This has been our first successful test of the broadcast system we have up here. So hopefully many more of these will come to fruition.
Kudos to you for doing this, man. This is what the sport needs.
Hey, thanks, man. We appreciate it. We Freestyle Whistlers put all this, so thanks to them. But also, we want to thank our awesome event sponsors, Hilton Hotels and Resorts, Southside Lodge, Nestor's Market, Gibbons Whistler, McCoos Whistler, Mountain Kids Outfitters, Air House, 122 West, Dublin Gate Irish Pub, Head Sportswear, Sunbum, Beaver Wax, Thread, Toasties Supply, Forecast Ski Magazine, Toyo Tires, Freestyle Canada, and Blackfish.
You got those memorized yet?
Not yet, but that is a big breath, let me tell you. So we're going to call it here. Thank you so much for joining us wherever you are in the world. If you're on the mountain, thank you so much for being here in person. If you're at home, thank you for stopping by and seeing what this sport is about. We really appreciate it. We will be back for the women's in about an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes time. So please do not go anywhere, and we'll be right back with you. Thank you so much for stopping by, and we'll see you soon. If there are any parents that are still hanging around and would like to help chop the course, slip the course, slide the course, any volunteers, anyone that can help get this course into a great condition for the female athletes coming through, we would really appreciate that.